Hello. Do you have 5 precious minutes of your time for God? Today, we will understand who the 4 horsemen described in Revelation 6-18 are. They are not literal horsemen. They are spiritual manifestations, entities, and principalities. They represent force, conquest, dominion, and military power that will quickly subdue the entire world through conflicts, plagues, and famine. The Antichrist is the central figure associated with the 4 horsemen. He is behind the events. These events are interconnected and follow a progressive sequence. The first horseman appears riding a white horse. This entity carries a bow without arrows and wears a crown on his head. The white color represents purity. The man riding the horse symbolizes the Antichrist himself, who will arise as a great peacemaker. The bow without arrows represents that he will be a man of peace, and the crown symbolizes earthly government, which will be in his hands for 7 years. He will exercise a short but successful rule, and will deceive multitudes through a false peace. The second horseman appears riding a red horse and carries a great sword in his hand. This entity will take peace from the earth through bloodshed caused by worldwide conflicts. The sword, in a spiritual sense, represents judgment upon humanity and points to a period of extreme violence. The red color symbolizes innocent blood being shed and the sin of humanity. The destructive power of wars will bring violence, armed conflicts, and large-scale destruction. The third horseman appears riding a black horse and carries a scale in his hands. A voice declares, 1 quart of wheat for 1 denarius, and 3 quarts of barley for 1 denarius, and do not harm the oil and the wine. This entity represents global famine and scarcity that will strike the earth, bringing crises, hyperinflation, exorbitant prices, and widespread food shortages. The global economy will collapse. The black horse symbolizes a time when basic necessities will become extremely expensive. A loaf of bread will literally cost a full day's wages. At that time, wheat was the basic food of the poorest population, and 1 denarius corresponded to a full day's pay. Barley was mainly used to feed animals. Most striking is that refined items such as oil and wine continue to be preserved. This may symbolize that even in times of scarcity, the instruction not to harm them indicates special protection for the rich. While the poor will suffer deprivation, the rich will be privileged, while the poor will be the first to succumb to hunger. When a few have much, many have almost nothing. The scale represents control, inequality, and social injustice, indicating rationing and unequal distribution. While wheat and barley become extremely expensive, oil and wine, symbols of luxury, remain untouched. The fourth horseman of the pale horse is considered the most different and the most terrifying of all. He is literally the personification of death, riding swiftly toward humanity. He brings with him the realm of the dead, called Hades in the Bible. His color is not a bright yellow, but a pale, greenish shade, similar to the color of a decomposing body. This entity is given authority to kill 1/4 of the world's population through the sword, famine, plagues, and wild beasts. This number equals a little more than 2 billion people. It would be like wiping out the entire population of North America, Central America, and South America, as well as part of Europe. Continents would become vast deserts, extensive uninhabited regions. This horseman is the result of wars and famine, and represents divine wrath and judgment. It will be a period of extreme suffering and mass mortality. The 4 horsemen are instruments that God will use to judge the sins of humanity. The judgments are approaching: wars, plagues, famine, and mass death. If this message spoke to you, subscribe to the channel 5 Minutes of God's Word. Leave your like, turn on the notification bell, and share this message of warning with those you love. May God bless you.